I would like to proceed at this point in terms of the two ways of thinking of these two very complex but interesting topics. We're moving from the problems to these points of view. There's the economic view, the functional view of integration as a natural and good thing, opposed to the cultural view of national community as important. And today we are bombarded with ideas of the world as an ever more connected, increasingly interdependent world. This is an economic functional argument. It requires us to consider that we live in a world in which national identity is very strong. Benedict Anderson wrote in his book, Imagined Communities, which is a brilliant book by an author who is expert on Indonesia and the formation of the Indonesian state out of 250 million residents who speak 500 different languages and have different ethnicities. In the 20th century, Anderson wrote, they formed a state from the government through the development of print journalism, through the development of museums, through the development of all the technologies and all the propaganda that instill the idea of the nation. And today we live in a world in which we wake up, we buy the paper, and we think, I am in Mexico, I'm a Mexican. No, I'm not a Mexican, but I'm in Mexico. And I'm thinking about things that all the Mexicans are thinking about at the same time. Today we're thinking about the Toma de Protesta and how we're going to get around the city. And this was not always the case. Before the advent of modern industrial technologies, before the technological revolutions, nations did not dominate. In fact, the church, if anything, was the #1 source of identity, of authority, of community. So the primary identification today is national. What does this mean for our issues of language and voting? Well, if you're in the US, I guess it's English all the way. Don't even dream in Spanish. And this is what Samuel Huntington actually writes in his book. I want to talk about it for a minute. If you're Mexican and you're in the United States, well, I don't know. Learn English maybe and dream in Spanish.